I'm Brandon Hutchins, CEO of Gaskin Surveying and Engineering Company. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Chick-fil-A LeaderCast that I attended about a month and a half ago. I've talked in the past about the values here at Gaskins. We have head, hands, heart, and feet. And in particular, kind of this one resonates with the head value that we try to promote here. And it's not just like gaining knowledge, but it's about the growing kind of in your competency areas and making it relevant for other people. For me specifically, I love leadership and trying to learn more about leadership. I do different things to try to grow in my leadership because I need to, because I'm not that great of a leader all the time. But I like to read, real slow reader, but I love to read and kind of improve just some of the tangible things that I can on leadership stuff. But also the idea of going to a few conferences a year is good as well. So the Chick-fil-A LeaderCast is actually one of them that I try to go to every year. There's a group that a group of us helped start called Marietta Work Matters. We hosted an event here. It's a simulcast event. We hosted it here at the Marietta Conference Center, about 500 people here in Marietta, local leaders. It was a great event, a lot of fun. Brad Respis was the MC, and it's just a great time to get to be with other local leaders and also get some great content. So more on Marietta Work Matters, that's www.mariettaworkmatters.org. And the company that hosts the Chick-fil-A LeaderCast is Giant Impact, and those guys are they're awesome. They're really working hard to change the leadership culture here in America. But anyway, just a few takeaways from the LeaderCast for me. It's been a couple months, so I've kind of let things kind of sift through and think through the three things that probably resonated with me. Andy Stanley was the first speaker of the day, and he introduced three questions kind of in the light of uncertainty that leaders face. What are three questions you should ask yourself? And the first question was the one that really stuck with me. He talked about basically, what would your replacement do? Ask yourself when you're facing a situation, what would my replacement do? It's interesting how that's kind of stuck with me, because what it does is it really brings a level of objectivity to the equation. Emotions get mixed in, and you think about, well, so-and-so employee's been here for 25 years, or just the sensitive issues that you really have a tendency to push to the side. I feel like when you really think about, hey, if my board fired me tomorrow and replaced me with somebody else, they're going to sit in my chair and be like, what in the world was Brandon thinking doing this or not addressing this? And so that really kind of woke me up a little bit and said, you know what, some of these things I pushed aside, I need to focus in on. So that was good. The second thing was Tim Tebow, which, I'm a Georgia Tech guy. He's a big-time Florida guy, and all you SEC fans, I'm Switzerland on the Tim Tebow thing. But I was so impressed with his character. And something that Urban Meyer said, and one of the moderators said about Tim Tebow, is just being around him and the teammates that are around him, how much he really affected people just by who he was. And that was such an encouragement for me to think, you know what, I want to be like that. I want people to be impacted, not because of anything that I say or that I press onto people, but just who I am as a person. And it would be so infectious that people can just see it just because they're around me. So that was encouraging. The third one was from John Maxwell. And I'm not sure it was a major point in his talk, but he just said it, and it really stuck with me. He was talking about how we as people, kind of human nature, we're always talking about changing our circumstances, like the outside forces that kind of impact our lives, and how we're always looking forward to, hey, when I get promoted, then I'll become a better leader, or when I get married, I'll think better about myself, or I'll be happier, or if I make a ton of money with this next bonus, or at the end of the year, like I'm just going to be happier inherently. And I was like, yeah, I think that way. I'm buying a house. right now, and I'm trying to sell a house right now, and so I think to myself, man, life sure will be less stressful when all this stuff happens. But what he said basically was, everybody's trying to change their circumstances, but not many people are willing to change themselves. And that was really a good perspective check for me, and a good attitude check. You know, I can always control my attitude, and if I really take some time to think about my perspective, that it really makes your circumstances a lot more irrelevant. So those are just 3 things that really stuck with me from LeaderCast. It was a great event, fun time, and challenging all the same. I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to the Catalyst Conference later this year. A lot of great speakers, leadership stuff. That'll be good. I'm reading a great book called Great by Choice right now, Jim Collins, kind of a follow-up from The Good to Great, and that one has been an outstanding thing for me. But like I said, I'm a slow reader, so it's taken me like 6 months to get through multiple chapters. But it's good stuff. So anyway, thank you for your time, and I just challenge you to, especially on that last thing, don't let your circumstances really dictate who you are and how you feel about things. Be willing to work on yourself, and I think that'll go a long way for you, as it has for me too. I have not arrived as a great leader, but I'd like to think that I'm a better leader today than I was last week, last month, last year, and years prior to that. So thank you very much. Have a good day.